Okay, vertex form once again. We need to get this equation into this form. We need to complete the square. You can't complete the square on a quadratic equation until your a value is 1. Since our a value here is -2, we need to factor that -2 out. To get the first term back, we would need to put an x squared in the second factor. That would give us -2x squared when we distribute. The question is, what would we have to put here to get a -16x? The answer would be plus 8x, because -2 times positive 8x gives you what you originally had. Now I'm going to scoot that -32 on down the road here, and I'm going to come up with something that'll give me a perfect square trinomial in the parentheses, something that'll unfoil or factor into two binomials that are identical. The way you figure that out is you take half of your b value, which is 4, and then square the result. That's 16. Now when I go to factor this trinomial in a little bit, it'll factor very nicely. The other thing, though, is by putting this 16 in the box, and then considering that you actually have to distribute the -2 to it, by putting a 16 in the box, I've really reduced the value of the problem by 32. Now, I could put a -32 on this side as well, but I don't want to have y -32. I want to have all my numbers on the same side. So if I reduce this side by 32, I can also then immediately add 32 onto it to zero it out again, as if nothing's ever really changed. And when you put this all together, you'll have a -2 out front. That's like your a value in the equation. When I unfoil this, I'm going to get x plus 4 times x plus 4, which is just x plus 4 quantity squared. And then outside the -32 and the positive 32, they make 0. So this, by itself, would be vertex form for that parabola.